per hour. First pitch of the game, 74 miles per hour. It's called ball one.
Yeah, we saw her push 77, 78, a couple of pitches in that rookie debut. There's just no one that can match her speed. You'll see plenty of pitchers in this league throw 70, 71, 72, but Carlin Pickens is in that high 70 range.
1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Boone didn't mean to. Ball glances off of her bat. Ball and 2 strikes. Boone so far this season, 3 hits and 10 at-bats. Texas Volts just finished off a series against the Oklahoma City Spark. They went 1-2 against the Spark. Called strike 3. Pickens strikes out the first batter of the game. Folks, this game is also on ESPN Deportes.
Number 12,
That's
Goodwin.
a fantastic thing. You've got multiple options for your viewing and listening pleasure. ESPN Deportes, if you'd like the Spanish language version of what we're doing.
So cool to have just that elevated coverage for our sport. 14 games will air on ESPN Deportes, including postseason. Like,
Awesome.
how about that?
Jose Rivera and Ruby Rojas on the call. Ruby is a wonderful player in her own right back in the day. 2 balls, no strikes. Second batter of the game for the Texas Volts, Jaden Goodwin. 22-year-old, played at Georgia, just finished off her college experience. She's from Paris, you know. Paris, Kentucky. 2 for 6 in her first handful of games as a pro. Goodwin. Tardy, 2-2.
I met some Georgia fans waiting in the line to go to the bathroom before our game today, and they were here to watch Jaden. Made the drive a couple of hours up, and they were both wearing Georgia t-shirts, and so it was kind of like, okay, you guys here for Jaden? They're like, yes, we are. Love it.
Gonna have a hard time competing with all the people who have come to watch Carlin Pickens. She's relatively local, just about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours west of here. I was talking to her travel ball coach a couple of days ago. He was beaming with pride. Actually said she probably was as good of a volleyball player as she was a softball player as a kid growing up. She does have a volleyball build. She's 6'1". Long levers. That's a good at bat here for Goodwin.
Everything has been to the left side of the field, all of these foul balls. So I'm kind of waiting for that changeup from Carlin Pickens, which is usually going to be in the mid-60s. Try and slow it down a little bit. There it is.
Misses down low. So on 8 pitches, Goodwin works the walk. Got a base runner here in a Sunday afternoon.
Batting third for the Volts, number 17, Amina Vega.
There's your Bulldog fans. So Goodwin is aboard. Here's Amina Vega, 5 for 10 in her first 3 games of the season. That was a confident swing.
Opening week 1, Amina Vega has been on a heater. Like just 500 batting average, leads the team in hits, RBI.
Must be something with these Duke batters. You see Vega, and at third base on the other team for the Carolina Blaze, Anna Gold, both former Duke Blue Devils, and they don't wear batting gloves.
I think only you would notice that.
On 3 pitches, Pickens strikes out Vega. 2 down.
Batting fourth for the Volts, number 23, T.R.A. Jennings.
So 2 outs. Here's T.R.A. Jennings. Second year as an AUSL player. Last year she played for this Volts team and hit with a bunch of power. 5 homers, 16 runs batted in. Off to a good start this year. She's 4 for 9 with the bat in her hands. There goes the runner down to second. The throw gets away, and Goodwin's going to make it over to third. Overslid the bag and is able to get back in time. So runner on at third with 2 outs.
I love it. You have to be aggressive with 2 outs. You can't be sitting at first base knowing the speed that Jaden Goodwin has. Ball gets away, and then just aggressive base running, holding on to that base, overslid it a little bit. Yep, let me get back in there.
Well, she was touching with her finger. Kenzie is a former pitcher. You're looking at Pickens with a runner on at third, and you don't want the wild pitch or a pass ball. Is there any pitch that's off the table now?
No, but hitters count, splitting the plate here, and you see Tiare looking away there. It just changes count to count. So if you have a hitter's count, whether it's a 2-1 count, a 1-0 count, I'm splitting the plate against Carlin Pickens, thinking 1 speed. And this is where it gets tough. You have to protect, and that's a really good take. Obviously, that's a changeup up in the zone, but just the speed differential, it is so tough when you're expecting 76, 75, and then here comes 65.
On the ground, hard but foul. Volts blaze on a Sunday afternoon here at Durham, North Carolina. We're expecting the pro debut, Nigeri Kennedy. She's not going to be the starting pitcher today for the Volts, but you think she's going to play. Little looper.
Good reserve list, so just kind of going to some really talented arms that are available in that reserve pool, and Mullins is one of them.
5'8", right-hander, 24 years of age. Trying to touch and go. That's Aubrey Leach. She's down in the count 0-2. Aubrey Leach has been playing pro ball for a long time, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen her play a position besides second, but today she's going to be playing out in center field. We were told by Kara Dill that she could play a lot of different spots and would this year for the Blaze. I wasn't going to believe it until I saw it. But Leach is the center fielder today. There's Kara Dill. Third baseman Vega throws Leach out. 4 pitches into the bottom of the first inning. 1 out.
Batting second for the Carolina Blaze.
It's fun to see Amina Vega back on her home field. And of course now Anna Gold at the plate. These are 2 former teammates just a couple of seasons ago. Both slotted at third base today.
Both not wearing batting gloves.
There you go.
Gold, the reigning Rookie of the Year. Super athletic and super intense. 3 for 7 so far through 3 games with a double and 3 runs batted in. That's amazing. We're playing at Smith Family Stadium here in Durham, North Carolina. This is the home field for the Duke Blue Devils. It's a program that just started 2017, but already a number of pros. It's amazing how quickly they have become relevant.
Yeah, these teammates, Anna Gold and Amina Vega, and of course Jayla Wright is also in the dugout for the Blaze, all leading Duke to their first ever Women's College World Series appearance in 2024. So you know that there's a lot of professional talent on a team that makes it to that stage, and it's so fun to see them all in the same field.
Oh, beautiful pitch. Just froze Gold, and Mullins her first strikeout.
Batting third for the Carolina
First look
Blaze.
at an off-speed pitch here from Mullins, and you can see where Gold, her legs are just gone. Hands try to stay back, but can't bite, and she knows it.
Quickly 2 outs. Here's Devin Netz. Netz going to be right in the middle of this order all season long for Carolina. 2 for 6 with a homer, 3 runs batted in. And like so many of these players, she's a dual threat. We saw her come in and pitch a scoreless inning of relief a couple of days ago. That's a massive weapon when you get 16-player rosters to have people who can pitch and hit. Softly hit to the shortstop. Jennings throws out Netz. A good first inning for Lassiter here in the second inning.
Anytime we talk about Aubrey's grandma, I encourage everyone to go Google Wilma Ann Williams because they are twins, Aubrey and her grandma is. I remember looking up, you know, doing my homework as a broadcaster. Okay, let me look up Aubrey's grandma, and they are absolute twins.
What a laser beam by Aaliyah Binford. A homer. First run of the game. 1-0 lead for the Texas Volts.
That got out of here in a hurry. And we were talking about how there's some two-way stars in this league, whether it's Devin Netz, Rachel Garcia, Alicia Ocasio, but we need to talk about Aaliyah Binford. She is a two-way star, and she hit some of the hardest balls that you will see. That was just a line drive that kept going. Such a pure, flat swing, gets the ball so quickly, and of course, you always know that Pickens is going to be providing the pop, so you just need to be short to contact. That was a pretty swing.
Jackie Liss next in line. 1 ball and 1 strike to Liss. Liss just finished up her college experience at Texas Tech. Wonderful numbers in her 1 year in Lubbock. 21 home runs, batting average north of 400. Now trying to keep on keeping on as a pro. 1 for 6 in her first 3 games playing for the Volts. 2-2. Three and 2. Three-two pitch from Pickens. Called strike 3. Third strikeout for Pickens. All right, the home run hitter, Aaliyah Binford. She's standing by with Nicole.
Up next
You were saying first pitch, you were swinging hard, hacking hard. That's something that you have to do against a pitcher like this. Second swing, what was going through your mind? What was your adjustment?
Second swing, definitely knew I was on the ball, so I just told myself to keep my head on it because I'm pretty sure I pulled out because I was really excited on that first swing.
Hard not to be. This is your second home run this season in your second series. What are you feeling at the plate that makes you feel so comfortable?
Just a lot of feedback with my teammates. We talked to each other throughout the entire game, so I just get up there comfortable.
Yeah, I saw in between the home run in this interview, there's a lot of communication on what you're feeling, what you're seeing. Is that something that's up and down the lineup as well?
Yes, we communicate a lot on this team, and we love to. So,
thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Aaliyah. Aaliyah last year was actually not on a roster to begin the season. She was picked up off the reserve athlete pool July 3rd and obviously made a name for herself after that. But that goes to show you the level of talent and the level of commitment for Aaliyah.
And she was selected out of that reserve pool by the Blaze, the team that she just hit the home run against. And when she came in and was wearing a Blaze uniform and playing in this league a season ago, her at-bats, her appearances in the circle were constantly just impressing me. And when you're doing that, you're going to make yourself known. And I think it was why this time around the Volts saw that she was going to be available. And she's a player with a smaller roster, like you were talking about, I need on my team because she can contribute in so many different ways. And she's just so elite. She's like that sneaky player that maybe we don't always talk about, but all of a sudden we're mid-sentence and she's hitting a line drive for a home run.
2 balls and a strike. Michaela Edenfield. Edenfield, everywhere she's been, she wears number 51. There's a reason for that. She played at Florida State. But anyway, her power is so legendary that she got the nickname Area 51 because it's otherworldly power. 2-2. Called strike 3. Pickens has struck out 4, and all 4 of her strikeouts had been of the looking